back. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Come be nosy. I like nosy people. Nosy people help you.
What's up, y'all? So we're live on InStyle and Uncuts page, just so you know.
Stop playing.
And this is Talking Shh. So Talking Shit is my new podcast series.
Your new podcast.
And I decided to launch it right now because it is the holiday season. And all of the girls on the team, they need a break. It's Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of stuff going on in the media, though.
Why not?
There's stuff going on reality TV, Married to Medicine. The girls are going nuts. There's stuff going on with P. Diddy.
Major.
P. Diddy is in the city, but he is not running it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's in Brooklyn.
Sad. It's sad.
He's in Brooklyn.
Sad. Very sad.
Is it sad? Is it sad? Well, it's sad that
it's a
his
sad.
legacy
Yeah, I mean,
is
stupidity is sad. It's so
going to
many
the trash.
levels of
But if he is guilty of these crimes, then it's not sad that he's locked up. It's
Oh,
a good thing that
absolutely.
he's locked up.
Absolutely. Justice for the victims.
We got Dame Dash doing a lot of media right now.
Dame is going way up.
Which I'm not sure how to feel about it because this is on the heels of new allegations against Jay-Z, who has now since said that he is not friends with P. Diddy.
Yeah.
And we've been seeing Jay with Diddy since Diddy was Puff Daddy. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so it is very hard to believe that you guys are not friends and just like work buddies. I think not. You guys are friends. I think you know where some of these bones are buried. And because of the allegations against him,
that's how you feel?
He is now going to denounce it.
That's how you feel, Brooklyn?
That's how I feel. And I'm from Brooklyn. And I stand proud. And I love Jay. I don't like the dreads, but I love Jay.
Yeah.
Just like I love Puffy.
Yeah, the dread.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
But guys, if you are guilty of these things, then, you know, who knew that social media was going to exist and all of your skeletons would fall out of the closet?
Crazy.
But we have been watching this go down for a while about a lot of people.
Yo, shout out Zigzag,
too. So shout out to Zigzag because I know you're over there having a Zigzag rap.
Yeah, zigzagsupply.com.
And I'm over here with our non-sponsor, Black Leaf. Thank you. Shout out to Black Leaf for providing the vodka. They are not our official sponsors, but we do hope to have them in the future.
And y'all get my book. I'm sorry. You know, it's taking over me. You know, slurring my words. Yo, y'all go get my book. You know, I just want to help build. Get it. It's out. Get it. Let's go.
And so, we're sipping on Black Leaf vodka in my watermelon drink. You're smoking on your Zigzag.
I'm getting there. I'm feeling good.
So what do you want to talk about next? We were on live earlier.
Yeah.
We touched on a couple of things. We touched on reality TV. We touched on InStyle and Uncut. I really don't even know what the last topic was. But
I know we was on Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer,
RuPaul, Carlos King. I think we touched on...
Well, what happened on Carlos King last night was one of the cast members from the BelleCollective. She came on towards the end of her husband's interview.
Okay, the husband is the former football player, right?
He was being interviewed. They were thanking him for joining the show.
Yeah.
She said that she had a couple of words to say, and instead of it just being simply like "see you next season, good night," she said that she received her offer letter to come back next season. Yeah. But respectfully, they declined. She would not be coming back the next season.
Wow.
Now I actually met Aikisha before because she also went to Clark Atlanta. Shout out to Clark Atlanta University.
Okay.
The Mass Comm department.
Go.
And I hosted, well, not hosted, but I coordinated an event a long time ago. Yeah. For the organization that is for supporting women, black women in media. Yeah. And the name of it slips my mind right now. It could be the Black Leaf Vodka. Okay. But we had an event at Clark Atlanta in the student center, and she was the media correspondent that was in the audience asking questions to the audience. And on that panel, we had Phaedra Parks before she was on Housewives.
Dope.
So this is early Phaedra Parks. Shaka Zulu. We had Terrence J.
Dope.
And Stacey J. And so it was a really cool event. There had to be probably about 200 to 300 people there, mostly students. And Aikisha was in the audience as our on-the-floor correspondent.
Dope.
So fast forward, I see her pop up on the BelleCollective, and I was like, oh, wow, look at that. And last night she quit.
Wow.
It was wild. She just quit on live. Now,
what's your views on that?
Sometimes it be like that, because I think if she felt like she was sacrificing the integrity of her family and her husband, because her husband was in an altercation.
Now, when you say altercation, was it actually physical altercation?
Now,
was it hands thrown, or was it just big ass security around? And you know, they're making TV.
I didn't watch it yet,
because these are sets.
Yeah, I'm late to the.
Some of these reality shows are sets. It should be security totally, but is this reality, or is this like, this really happened? Yeah. This was staged. Like, what is this? Carlos King, speak.
I'm late to the party.
Okay.
So I did not watch the full episode yet. I only saw clips. Yeah. And from the clips, I see an altercation that's being broken up. And based on his interview, there was a number of different things that was happening at the event. Some inside, some outside. And so she quit.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about, because this is what I saw in like the recap, you showing it to me. I'm like, look, do you think in some weird way, and I don't know if weird is the word, but in some weird way that maybe Carlos King wants to maybe be with her husband? Because in me watching it, I'm like, was he trying to get back at I forget her name. What's her name? Aikisha. So was he trying to like maybe get back? And to me it was giving like some gay energy. He asked her husband, why'd he cut how does it feel to cut your dreads? And then he was doing the hand motions, and then he jumped up out the seat, and the wife was kind of like, this is like a big 350, 100 solid dude, full of muscle, former athlete, and you asking him how I feel, to cut your dreads, and now, it's like a little weird. It was a little weird. It was a little gay, and it was something going on. Like, did he want to be her? I don't know. It was a little weird. Carlos, you can speak on it, because it was giving something from the other side of the camera. It's giving me that. It's giving me that. So, I got to speak. So, it is what it is.
Arturo, in no way did I think that Carlos was trying to come on to the husband. I think that
it was sassy though. It was like something was.
I mean, he's gay.
Something was going on though, but that's not good enough.
I just don't think that he was trying to come on to him. I think that he was just being himself and asking like, "Why'd you cut your hair?" But I think she was already through. I definitely think it was a plot, like a family plot.
Oh, okay.
For him to come on,
he was in it,
do the interview, and then she was gonna come in at the end and quit.
Gotcha.
So I that was very strategic. I definitely think that was very, very strategic. But let me ask you a question, because we have our own show right now. We're live on InStyle and Uncut's Instagram page, and we are on Fox Soul. And
Fox Soul, let's go.
Of incidents on the show that did get to the level of confrontation, like somebody trying to lay hands.
Major.
So what do you think about diabolical? Yeah. What do you think about the essence of there being drama on the show, but the fine line of keeping it from being toxic? Because now I'm gonna tell you a little something. I was just in my text messages talking to someone who is a very well-known.
Who?
I can't say. I'm not going to
come on,
say.
why you talking about
But she
it?
is a cast member on one of the shows that is currently airing, where there was some toxic energy going.
Which show?
And what she said was that she did not want to interview to talk about the show.
You PG rated.
She is in a very toxic place right now.
Okay.
And what I told her is that, you know, they know how to push your buttons. And you have to learn patience and how to channel that and how to walk away. She said that she knows she need to walk away. But I think, because I didn't see that episode yet too, but I can't wait to see it, because there is a particular person who is on YouTube talking about it since it aired on Sunday.
Wow.
And I'm like, she was going to lay hands, or she did. And that's a very dangerous fine line, because you don't want to go to jail.
Nah, never.
Because you're in an altercation on TV.
Especially we talking TV.
You don't actually want to physically hurt somebody, but I think sometimes people take you to the point of wanting to actually put your hands on them. It's natural. And they feel protected because we're taping a show.
But that's a sign. That's a sign for the creative minds above the line that you're doing your job. Because if it should trigger. It should trigger. First of all, it's reality. So it should be just what the word is. It should be reality. That's why people are watching. That's why the culture is watching. That's why the culture loves it. It's entertaining. They see themselves through you. They may know you. They may know someone like you. Maybe they despise you. They have a viewpoint. You should trigger something. It's entertainment. That's what we're here to do. And tell some stories. You get to know the people. Like, listen, it's not for everybody. And it's not for everybody. But I think you're doing, and we would be doing, even on our show, like our audience, our followers, the followers that we're building, that are championing us, that are championing your company to win, and see all of these beautiful black and strong women work together and get it and build brands and bring in so many partnerships and do deals, and that's the goal here, you know. But you got to get into the actual lives of these people. Where'd they come from? Do they do this? Are they lazy? Are they good enough? Like, there has to be a competitive element to this. So you got cameras around you. You like, this is real, you know? So
this is real.
I mean,
this is real. I get that.
Did it hurt? Yeah,
I get that question all the time, especially from the people that personally know me. They ask me, is this real? Because they're trying to decide how to feel about the people on the show. Like, should they categorize it as they're just playing, or is this a real situation? And I always tell them, like, reality TV is real. We're producing a show, so obviously there's some organization in where we're going to film, who we're going to film, what the conversation is supposed to be or we want it to be. But the actual conversations itself and the actions that people are going to take is not something that it's not scripted. We don't know. You know, I don't know what the girls are going to say when we come into a meeting. Of course not. I can only hope as the producer that they're gonna go a certain way, but they may not, and then I gotta go whichever way they go or opposite in order for me to authentically respond, but also make sure that we're producing a good show. So yes, reality TV is real, but the level of production behind it is just that. Obviously, we knew what restaurant we were coming to have this conversation. Yeah. You know, we knew.
We both got the addresses.
Yeah, so we all know what's going on when we show up. But now, what happens when we show up? Or if someone is going to say something that's going to piss you off or make you emotional or trigger you to have a certain conversation, that part we don't know. But if you have good story producers, they are definitely pulling people to the side the whole time, saying little stuff to like feed the moment because they're trying to do their job and produce good TV.
Hey, shout out Lemuel Plummer, shout out Andy Cohen, shout out Mona Scott, shout out us, Invisible Ink Entertainment, you know, shout out Will Packer, I mean Tyler Perry, the GOAT, the list goes on and on. Into television, movies, and TV reality. 50 Cent, I mean, 50 a trailblazer. 50 is amazing, you know, like, seriously. I mean, list goes on and on. Dame Dash, I mean, list goes on and on. Shout out Dame.
Speaking of...
the legend, Dame Dash.
Speaking of the legend, Dame Dash.
Yeah.
Dame. So I love Dame.
All day.
You know, from Rockefeller days, obviously, right?
Dame is a legend. Dame is a hustler. Dame is a tycoon.
I would love to have him on InStyleAtlanta.com. All of my people that work in the music industry, they know this, so I'm waiting for somebody to give me the layup. But shout out to Dame.
You should hit Al Branch.
Al Branch knows. He know what type of time I'm on.
Yeah.
Shout out to Al Branch. And this is talking talking shit. So there's no mercy for anybody. Al Branch, shout out to Al Branch.
Yeah.
He knows what type of time I'm on. I need a Dame Dash interview. Al, what's up?
Absolutely.
But
when he's in when you're back in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And when Dame is flowing through Atlanta. So that's
Dame has been doing a lot of interviews. He's been talking a lot ever since this lawsuit has begun. And named Jay-Z. Now, this is absolutely a moment for him to capitalize and send people to America News. So shout out to Dame, who is starting his own network, America News. So that's really what this is all about, for real.
He's scaling up a company.
He's getting his money. But let me ask you now you are a few years younger, and I'm younger than them. So these are definitely it's the same era. It's like the same decade, but we had different points in it because of our age. But I will say, as a teenager from Brooklyn,
shout out Billionaires Boy Clubs too. You know.
Shout out to Pharrell.
Yeah.
As a teenager from Brooklyn, New York, I can honestly say that there were older men who were already in like I'll say at minimum in their 20s, 25 and older. Yeah. Trying to holler at teenagers. I had several guys that were older than me trying to holler when I was 14, 15. In fact, when I was in the 8th grade, someone who was already 21 used to send a cab to my junior high school to pick me up.
That's crazy.
Because he knew that he really couldn't talk to me like that in the public, like on the train. And, certainly couldn't come to my house. So the only way that he could speak to me is if he sent a cab to my school. So I say all of that to say it is not very far-fetched in my brain that these guys were talking to girls who were significantly younger. And by significantly, I really just mean that they were younger than the age that was not considered statutory rape. We didn't look at them as bad guys. But no, they should not have been trying to holler. So R. Kelly allegedly, marrying Aaliyah, falling in love with Aaliyah.
Diabolical.
Hell no, that is diabolical.
Diabolical.
But I'm not going to say that when I was in high school, I did not hear that there was a little something going on with Foxy Brown and Jay. I'm not going to say that I didn't hear that. I did. She is like a year older than me or the same age. We have friends that are, in the same, we're in the same friends group.
I never heard that. I'm
you're a little bit younger than me.
Yeah, so I never heard that.
So I did hear that allegedly there was something going on with Fox and Jay. But it didn't sound strange to us because older guys would try to holler at us all the time. Same thing with, when he allegedly met Beyonce. Didn't sound strange. So I'm just
shout out
wondering,
Beyonce, the
shout
GOAT.
out to Beyonce,
the great GOAT,
the Beehive. Are y'all doing your homework?
And the halftime show is coming too.
Yeah,
she gonna kill that.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna kill that.
She gonna body that. That's light work.
She's trying to kill this story.
Shout out to Beyonce, probably being the biggest female star artist of all time.
It sounds like you working for them right now because you're trying to kill the conversation.
Nah, I ain't trying to kill.
So what I'm saying is,
Beyonce is amazing.
Do you think that it is possible?
Hit records. That
these guys may have been dating younger girls in their early to mid 20s, not thinking that it was a big deal, and now this is just people who probably know about those things, just trying to get some money? Or do you think that some things was really going down that shouldn't have been going down?
I don't know if they were all adults. I don't know, and I'm just I don't know.
You don't know.
And I don't know how big the age gap was. I mean, of course, we know about the R. Kelly thing. The world knew about that, and he is what he is. You know, Diddy is where he is. I don't know about Jay. I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. Now, are there probably situations? These guys are superstars. They have venues. People are flying them in, paying for them, you know, to perform. They don't own the arena. They don't own the event. They're going through handlers and agents and managers and attorneys and venue attorneys and insurance companies, and I mean, it's tons of businesses that are in business together, but not in business together. Jay doesn't know the arena liquor or popcorn. He does, unless they have those dealings with his company, you know, or it's his tour. He's, you know, all of these things. We got to know. We have to know all of the things. What is in the contract?
Right.
What is understood here? Now, I say that to say, you don't know who's going to be backstage. You know you have your clearances in your green room, your dressing room, who's going to come. But people slip in and out. People slip in and out. People slip their people in and out. The arena has their own security. You have your own security. And also you have your own private security. Mm-hmm. You know, this is all in your rider. You know, all of these things. So I don't know. I think, you know, we got to let all of the facts come out and because I say that to say, there's females that could be backstage that look older. You know, they are. Why are they there? You know, like, and you don't know. The light is dimmer. You don't know. I'm not making excuses for anything. If someone's wrong to do that, and then you got people that artists maybe that's what they're preying on. That's wicked. That's crazy. You know, but you got some things that happen, you know, on both sides. So that's why I say you gotta let it roll out. I don't know.
Of the things that
I would hope not.
Dame recently said in an interview that the reason why he walked away from Rockefeller, and part of the reason why it was so easy for him to not want to be associated with anything anymore.
You think he walked away from Rockefeller?
Let me finish my statement.
Because
Let me finish my statement. Wait. Let me finish my statement.
Jay did.
Let me finish my statement before you give the other side.
Okay.
Dame's recent interview, he said that part of the reason why he walked away was because Jay-Z partnered or collabed with R. Kelly for the Best of Both Worlds, knowing that R. Kelly allegedly raped Aaliyah.
Ooh, hold on. I gotta pause and I gotta take a pee. The liquor's running through me, and that's a deep. You just gonna drop that bomb?
Dang, just dropped that on us. Guys, my guests today are Arturo Ayers Jr., my co-executive producer of In Style and Uncut. He just stepped out of camera because we are also recording this for a full-length episode. This is the live that you're looking at on In Style and Uncut. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Make sure you are following us and you watch our show, which is available on Fox Soul and on Prime Video. So back to my question.
Yeah.
Do you... So Dame said that
that was loaded.
One of the reasons why he walked away was because of the partnership and the collaboration between Jay-Z and R. Kelly. Then, of course, in our Insta News break, we touched on it a little bit, and someone said, we all know that Dear Summer was about Aaliyah because allegedly she was dating or she was being pursued by Jay-Z first. Then Dame started pursuing her, and ultimately from 2000 to 2001.
Did you actually did you get that by listening to the record? Or?
So that was the first time I heard that. So now I got to listen. So that's a theory. Now I got to listen to the record.
Yeah. Because did Dame confirm it? Did Dame Dash confirm it?
It was in the comments. Okay. I got to listen to the record to see if I believe that Dear Summer is actually about Aaliyah.
Listen, I feel Jay-Z is a legend.
He's definitely a legend.
A legend.
He's definitely a legend.
I mean, you know, I'm from Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. I'm from the Bricks. You know, I'm from Newark, New Jerusalem. You already know. All day. And I mean, you know, I'm from the East Coast. We from the East Coast. So it's like, you know, seeing Jay and Rockefeller and Cam and going over to the city and going to get your sneakers and being in the bricks, being in Norgan and seeing, the Dipset pull up and, I was around for all of those times. I just can't see that. I see so much influence. They did so great. Mace, the influence, the impact, the colors, Cam. I mean, these were businessmen. They had beepers. Cam had so much marketing. Pink Range Rover, pink minks. I mean, a trendsetter, and I believe now is the time for all of these great minds, great, because technology is where it is. So you're really going to see them hustle at this point. I think people got I think Dame, of course, when you own businesses, I mean, your money is in the businesses. Mm-hmm. There's a time for you to reap. There's a time for you to sow. That's just what it is in any company. I believe he did go through some things, but I think he's on the other side of it, And listen, when your money is invested, you good anyway. You're just waiting for the market to turn. And I say that to say, now that the digital world has come forth like never before, we got iPhones, everybody is a brand and can be a brand. For those that want to work and for those that understand it and study it and do the work, right? There is a very big payoff. And I think Dame understands how to work these things, these digital assets.
So what are you saying? That you think Dame is lying for attention?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Because you're not
I'm just bigging up Dame.
You're just not. You're really not.
I'm just bigging up his brain.
Questions here. You are like really good at changing the subject a little bit, taking a swerve to the side. All I'm saying is that
trees is crazy.
As a fellow New Yorker who is a 90s girl, I grew up loving everything about the 90s. Everything between 1994 and 1997 is my shit. Uh-huh. And I'm just saying that some of the things that Dame Dash is talking about now in his interviews, I think that some of these things are believable. I definitely do. I think that they probably had a very competitive nature-like relationship. Uh-huh. Dame is very much was known for being outside. It seems like he scooped in. He stepped in and scooped up Aaliyah. Mm-hmm. I could see Jay being a little hot about it. You know what I'm saying? If he was really trying to get that R&B girl, because before Beyonce was Beyonceing, it was Aaliyah. She was that girl
all day. Yeah,
and so they definitely could have been the power couple of the year.
Yeah,
and so I don't know. I'm just wondering. So. But listen, we're gonna get up on out of here. We have been on the live for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it is time to
share that too. Share that.
It's definitely time to dump some of the stuff on the phones and on the cameras and the cards and without losing it.
Let's go.
And so I would like to thank everybody that tuned in to Talking Shh with Carmen and Arturo on the InStyle Uncut Live.
Yeah.
Make sure you are watching the show. It's on Fox Soul.
Fox Soul right now, season 2
is on Fox Soul right now.
6 episodes right now. We coming back with 6 more. Let's go.
On Prime Video.
Let's go.
And we're gonna clean this up and
get the book. I just want to help Bill.com.
Let me flip my screen so everybody can see you.
Let's go. And Plush Beauty, get the lipstick right now.
They
can get the lipstick right now.
Plush Beauty.
They can get the hair too, because the hair bomb. And that's your hair too. Tell them where they can get your hair. Because they need to.
You can
they
find the hair on InStyle Atlanta Uncut.
Let's go.
.com. Just click on the shop tab.
Yeah.
And you'll find it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you ready. Let's go.
All right, y'all.
All right. Yeah.
We're out.
Peace.